All right, we are back with finally the eighth episode of Series 3 of the Ricky Gervais Show. This one's called Medicine. And like so much of Series 3 here, I love how they, especially the way Steve questions, the way he pretends he's really interested in what Carl has to say. Well, he's interested. He and Ricky are both interested, but they're not from the education purposes side of the equation interested in that at all. But I just really like the way, Steve will just say something. Well, I read this study and here and this is going on in the world. And Carl, what do you think about it? So let's see what Carl thinks about medicine.
I think it's probably best, Rick, if we return to the very beginning of time, the dawn of man, because of course, even in primitive prehistoric ages, medicine was practiced in some ways from the research people have done, cave paintings and the like. Carl, I wonder if you would just give us your initial thoughts on, the medicine of the ancient world.
You sound like you haven't studied it, or you're being
modest.
You're being modest.
Never really thought about it. I know that Tutan Kah Moon,
Tutan Kah Moon,
he died of having a knee injury, so they didn't have that much medicine knocking about back then.
Right, where do you get this information from? It sounds vague.
He came off a chariot. They're dangerous things.
He came off a chariot.
Honestly, you're going to make yourself look daft here, because that's what happened.
Imagine that in a room with Carl Pilkington, we make ourselves look daft. How would we have to? That would be incredible.
Shall we move on to the ancient world in terms of Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, of course, because they made huge advances, particularly the Romans, who understood, of course, the importance of sanitation. You know, famously, their streets were clean.
Yeah. Don't you think that if we hadn't have cleaned up as much, that, I don't know, we'd be stronger?
What?
Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, they say let your kids eat dirt. Yeah, of course. Well, that's exactly what immunisation is, giving you a bit.
Yeah, but it's gone mental now. Whenever a baby's born, he's drugged out of his eyeballs. It's only about a week old. They're giving it all sorts of shots.
Like what?
Loads of stuff for whooping cough.
Yeah, you don't want whooping cough. Tutan Kah Moon could have died of whooping cough.
No, but they give it loads of stuff, and now it's like, I don't know, it's making us weak.
There's this big thing, like the superbug, where people took half the course of antibiotics. It was almost like an immunisation to the bacteria and virus against the antibiotics.
That's what I mean.
So yeah, we need some germs, as you'd call them, but there are some that we have eradicated. I mean, I think it was in our lifetime that they eradicated smallpox from the world.
There are rumours, of course, that both Russia and America still have the smallpox virus under lock and key, which they could theoretically breed and use in a chemical warfare situation.
Well, there was a bit of a scandal a few years ago, I think 10 years ago, where in a university laboratory, someone came across a marked yogurt pot in deep freeze that had smallpox in it.
When you say it was marked, was it like someone's put their name on it because they don't want someone to eat their smallpox yogurt?
No, I think they looked into it, and it was the deep frozen smallpox virus. What I mean is, it's under lock and key or frozen at minus 200 degrees centigrade. Why?
Under lock and key and all that. It's not good enough. Get rid of it. Why are they keeping a little tub of smallpox knocking about?
Well, are they not meant to be?
Well, that's
a lesson.
What
was he doing there in the first place? To me, that's like in James Bond, where they don't kill him when they have the chance. He's always that little thing of, let's play with danger. Let's keep a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably next to AIDS in the Kiora bottle. I don't understand why you'd store that.
Well, there's probably a presumption, it's probably an overhang from the Cold War, where people were thinking, well, listen, what if Russia's still got some smallpox? We better hang on to some smallpox.
It's just clutter, though, as well, isn't it? You see, we're obsessed. We're keeping stuff. And it's the same with germs. We can't even say, get rid of that. We won't be needing it. Smallpox. We'll keep it just in case. Get rid of it. We've got this obsession thing again. It's saving everything.
You say that, but of course, famously Alexander Fleming discovered what may be the most important breakthrough of the 20th century, which was the first antibiotic, I think, in 1928. And he discovered that because he left a bit of old bread out for a while and it went all mouldy in his kitchen. And he thought, oh, what's that? Oh, Let's have a look.
Like I've said to you before, it's down to him being scruffy more than anything.
Well,
It just seems like there's a lot of scruffy kitchens around.
But think if his cleaner had come in and gone, "Oh, Mr. Fleming, you disgust me, you fucking filthy scruffy cunt. I'm gonna throw all this bread away." He's gonna go, Maud, what'd you do with that old bread I left out? It'd gone green, sir, so I chucked it away. Oh, Maud, you dopey fucking slut. You've just caused millions and millions of people to die. Keep out of my fucking kitchen.
I know, but don't put it there. It's the same way smallpox in a yogurt pot. It's in a yogurt pot.
Wow.
You're asking for trouble.
But what if Maud had come in and thrown that away? Again?
He couldn't shout at her. She's doing a job. I'd be annoyed if it was still there.
Yeah.
They just don't put like yogurt pots with smallpox in the fridge.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
but
a starter.
Yeah, but you were saying earlier, let's let babies eat mud, don't inject them.
Yeah, but
Let them crawl around a dirty floor, clean up the floor and know when to
I
die.
did say that, but we've gone too far now. Babies are coming out mad. They can't handle anything now. Always got a runny nose. They're coming out all mardy. Get ill. Yeah, they get ill easy. Because they're not babies anymore. We're ending up with a load of weak people who need looking after all the time. That costs a lot of money. And they can't do anything. They're useless. Now, that doesn't happen in other nature. If a little weak bird is born, you see Bill Oddie saying that won't last. He says that won't last a week. And he's right. You watch it and he says, oh, that third baby that came out, it died. And
But
he
what's
was
your
right.
point, Carl? That modern medicine, which can help people live to the age of 75, 80, that it shouldn't be doing that? They should let people just die off?
Well, here's something, right? The estate that I grew up on, there's a woman there.
Yeah.
Scruffy Sandra.
I like her already. Oh, it's great. It's so descriptive.
Now-
She had no chance, even if she cleaned up her act.
Yeah.
She'd come in looking like Pretty Woman. You go, "All right, Scruffy."
No,
What's
so,
the point? What is the point?
so the thing is, she used to always get on these buses called dialer rides that were sort of like posh taxis. You could call for one, it'd come round to your house,
Yeah.
and it would pick you up and you'd pay like 50p. But
They
you
would
were
pick
like-
up a bunch of other people as well.
Yeah, on the way. So it would take ages to
what
get
a
to where
nightmare
you're
that
going.
is.
No, it's good though. It's kind of a bit of a day out. Old people used to love it because you'd get to see things.
Right.
And you'd hear a call coming in on the radio that, Scruffy Sandra's being picked up. Oh, God. And she'd always have loads of bin bags with her for some reason. Now, the thing is...
Well, she sounds clean.
She stunk.
Well, she's taken out the
Was
bin
she
bag,
homeless?
No, she wasn't homeless. No, she used to just didn't bath and that. She just stunk. But the weird thing is...
Why do they call her Stinky Sandra?
She never was ill.
Right.
People didn't sit next to her
Yeah.
because she stunk.
Yeah.
Now, because of that, anyone who might have had a bit of flu or a cold never sat next to Scruffy Sandra
Right.
because she stunk. But that was good. That was like a protection thing for her because she knew that because she stunk, no one wants to sit next to her. She wouldn't pick up the germ.
Right. No, but this is quite... Your point is, in order to fend off illness, you have to not bathe. And so you stink.
So you're saying that it wasn't that she'd built up an immunity, it was that she stank so much that flu wouldn't come near her.
This is such a specific example. It's not applicable in any other scenario.
There's always colds, there's always flu. It's whether your immunity is good or bad. That's interesting, isn't it, that more sort of colds are spread through shaking hands than people, just taking in the air. That's why some sort of germaphobes don't even shake hands anymore.
Yeah, well, that's going too far because they're going to die or something. You can't be that paranoid. You've got to get on with your life.
Loneliness.
And it's good to feel ill because when you feel better, you appreciate how good
Doesn't
you feel.
make any sense at all. It's good to feel ill. Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it does afterwards. The other weekend when I was ill, I don't know what was up with me, but I got something.
Symptoms?
Went to the toilet a lot, felt sick at the same time, got a sweat on, felt weak, had the shakes.
Just a bug, yeah.
Lasted probably about 24 hours. After that 24 hours, you go, oh, I feel good again. It's nice to feel good again. And it makes you appreciate how good you feel. Now, sometimes I don't know if I feel well.
It doesn't make any sense at all either. What do you mean sometimes you don't know whether you feel well?
Because I've been in my body for years.
Here he goes again.
Go on, yeah.
Here he goes again.
No.
The two
There he
minds.
goes.
If there was some sort of kit that the doctor said, how are you feeling, Mr. Pilkington? And I go, oh, I think I feel all right. And they go, well, do you? I don't know. And they go, well, step into the machine, right? Get into the machine. And if he could somehow transfer my feeling into his body so I could feel how he feels, and then he can feel how I feel, and he'll go, oh, you're not well at all. Your heartbeat's
Oh, you're not
irregular
well
for a
at all."
start.
You're a maniac.
This is.
No,
I don't
you're
know
a
what's going on
maniac.
here.
Because why don't you just accept that if you feel well, you know...
Because you don't know if you
Hang
feel
on, let's
well.
get this machine built. Sorry, why are people bothering studying AIDS? We got to get this machine built.
Listen, this machine could do a lot of good if they could do it.
Why?
Because some people, you hear about people who go, oh, I think I've got a bit of wind. Before you know it, they drop down dead. Right? Because they didn't know. They just, well, didn't Mr. Jones have a sweat on, Mrs. Jones, before? Oh, yeah, he did, but he always had a sweat on. Well, didn't it bother him? No, he was used to it. Happened for years. Why didn't you come in? Oh,
So,
he
and
felt
what would
all
the
right.
machine do again?
The machine would make my doctor
Yeah.
feel like me.
So
because there's too
Mr.
many ill
Jones went to the
people.
doctor and said, oh, I've got a sweat on, right?
Right, so he'd go, well, I'll tell you what, get in the machine. So Mr. Jones gets in the machine.
Yeah.
The doctor hits the button. Mr. Jones gets into the doctor. The doctor goes, you have got a sweat on. I'm familiar with this because I had a fella in the other day with a similar thing. Take 3 of these.
You are a mental case. I don't know what this is.
Because-
But why can't
What-
the
what is
doctor
this-
make that observation like a doctor
Yeah.
does? Why
What
can't the
is this-
doctor, using his knowledge, observe the
I
person
tell
with the
you
sweat
why.
on?
I tell you
This is
why.
like a scene from Ghost. This is like Patrick Swayze.
Listen, when my nerves were short,
Are they not short already? Have they extended since then?
well, I just have to do stretches and it's pulled them about. But when I had that, I'm not very good with words.
Go on.
So when I was going in saying, Doctor, my knee's aching, and he'd go, what sort of ache is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an ache. And
Toothache. It's like a toothache in my
no,
leg.
but it's different.
Go
It's
on.
a different ache. Now the thing
Arseache.
is,
It's like an arseache.
it's hard to explain an ache.
So he'd
Yeah.
have to feel the ache, and then he could make an assumption from it.
Thank you.
So he would presumably go through training, going in the machine, and they'd bring in various sick people, and he would experience and feel every single ailment.
Great.
Yeah, but over.
Doctor, I'm going to let you know now what a swift kick in the bollocks feels like, just in case you ever have to diagnose that. Oh, you God! I can't remember that one.
Yeah, but
Doctor, now you're going to feel a spike up the arse.
it's all about.
Oh, I can't remember that one. Okay.
No, can I just wait until the man comes in with a spike up the arse?
No, you got to tell you so you know.
But I don't feel the necessity if he's
No,
coming, he's got a spike up his arse, I'd
You've
be
got
able
to
to tell.
experience everything before someone comes in and gets into your body like Ghost, and you'll know what it is.
Hey, listen, let's not dismiss this idea out of hand, of course, because you'll famously remember, Rick, that Carl had the idea of a man who can grow backwards. So he's born as an old man, and when he dies, he's a young baby.
And with all ideas comes something. Einstein said that. He said if an idea isn't.
Go on. Wait. Just let him
what did
finish.
Einstein say?
We've got an Einstein quote here.
Yeah.
This is a historic day. Carl, sorry, what
But
were you saying?
ideas
What
are
did,
daft
what did,
enough.
what did Albert Einstein say?
He just said something along the lines of.
Well, no. Give us the
Come on,
quote.
do
Give us
it.
the
No,
quote.
It doesn't
No,
matter
no, no.
about how he
don't.
worded it. It's the point in hand.
Well, I think it is. I think the quote. I think like all, any sort of poetic content of anything is exactly how it's worded. So just what did Einstein
It's
say
not
exactly?
at all.
It's not, no, it is, yeah.
Well, he said something along the lines of
Go on.
an idea. If an idea isn't daft.
Oh, start again.
No, come on, let's hear it.
No, because he started. He
He said if an idea isn't daft, it isn't worth thinking about.
What? Say it again.
If an idea isn't daft, it
What?
isn't worth thinking about.
I can't imagine him saying daft.
No, well, it was something like that though, meaning that every new idea seems a bit mental,
Yeah,
right?
it's a good
But
point.
then it leads to something.
Well,
I'm not sure that he. But I
no.
think if we were sat with Einstein now and you'd brought up the machine that allows doctors to feel, I don't think he'd be saying we should
No.
pursue that idea.
There's some ideas that go that I think the Earth might be round. People go, oh, it is flat. And then there's people who stand in doorways covered in crucifixes with tinfoil on their head, saying Jesus is in my cock.
Yeah. But
Now he's a mentalist.
yes, but what I'm saying is, wouldn't you have said it was mental years ago when someone said, I'm going to make a machine so I can look inside your head? Years on, hello, get in the machine, we've got an MRI scanner.
Whew. Boy, that one covered a lot there. I would say I've always liked the bit, well, Carl, where he talks about Tutan Kah Moon and how he died. And that has always, for some reason, I always forget exactly how he died. It's kind of like certain movies where there's just some movies that I have seen several times, and I just still I always forget the ending to them. Like somehow I just cannot remember how it all wraps up. And so yeah, certain historical events, I'm like, I don't know. With Tutan Kah Moon, it's like there was a story of how he died, but then there was some proof, but then there was some other proof, and which conflicted with something or another. I don't know. I've always just forgot it, like just exactly, and I don't even know if it's. I mean, I'm guessing they know for sure now, but who knows when it comes to science, exactly like that. All right, well, let's see how the rest of this episode finishes off.
You may obviously be aware, Carl, that the first contraceptive diaphragms centuries ago were citrus rinds. Half an orange rind, for instance, would be used.
I mean, more selfish men turned them inside out.
I believe that's also still being used in parts of Manchester.
For what?
An orange. Just think of your head.
And it worked.
Well, we don't know at this juncture.
I mean, maybe. I don't
It
know.
works for contraception because women went, fuck off, what are you coming to me with a fucking orange on your cock for, you don't cunt?
But it could. I mean, again, it's that thing in it of we look at it now and we laugh, but look at what's happening. People now are always trying to get us to eat more fruit.
Amazing.
I thought for a minute he was going to say, okay, so they start with then they went from the orange rind to say a coconut shell.
Yeah.
That was too big, that didn't work.
Run! Here comes Coconut Joe!
No, don't put half a pineapple on your cock, that's insane.
Yeah, that's mental.
And then somewhere down the line they finally got the contraception as we understand it. Is that, I thought that's where you're going, but no, something about eating oranges is healthy for you.
What I'm saying is, if you go into any well-known supermarket and you look at, say, some young kid who's had a kid, and you look at stuff in their shopping basket, they're not buying fruit. They're buying, burgers and chips.
Turkey Twizzlers,
Yeah, crisps and all that. No, but they love having it away. Get some fruit in. So they definitely have fruit in the house, which at the moment, a lot of kids don't have fruit in their house. That's why they're eating Turkey Twizzlers. But the mum loves having it away. So she would have loads of fruit in. So everyone's happy.
If
The
she was
kids are
using
eating
an
fruit.
orange for contraception, she would also be giving the kids.
Well, you wouldn't waste
so half
it.
the orange she'd give to the kids, and half the orange she'd stick up her penny.
Yeah, a treat for everyone. Have a bit of fruit, and she's got what she wants. Whereas at the moment, what happens? A burger's not coming in helpful for anyone.
If you want me tonight, pop a sesame seed bone on your cock. Take out the fucking pickle. No one likes the fucking pickle up the fanny. Oh, he's a bloody romantic. He popped a plum roast sausage up my fanny yesterday. He loves me.
What is Carl thinking? That entire conversation, he's on another plane somewhere. And I don't think Ricky and Steve understand how far away from this conversation Carl is. That was one of the most out there separations I've seen between these three. That was something else. I mean, I can understand Carl's confusion, especially since Ricky and Steve doesn't even know exactly how orange peels were used as contraceptives, but he took it to a whole nother place.
Modern man, in a sense, with all the technology we have, can play God. And this is something which is huge now. A lot of ethical discussions about things like stem cell research. Should we be interfering in what should be a godly terrain? You say no straight away. Straight away, no.
Straight
I
away.
think he's sort of like messing about now. I think that's the problem. We've got the tools and they like to use them. And that's what happens. I've got a sander for Christmas. And I can't wait to sand stuff. I can't even think of enough things that need sanding. But I want to use it. And
Not
the
scruffy
same.
sander.
And that's the problem, innit? If you've got the tools, you can't have the tools and say, pop them in the shed. Well, no, I don't want to use them. A new tool here.
Right, sand the shed down.
That's the problem, innit? All these, medical people. That's what happened in the Hulk, innit?
Yeah, well, again, I'll just say that is a work of fiction. The Hulk
Yeah, but with all fiction
comes.
the future.
Yeah,
So,
certainly in science fiction.
but the problem is, this is what I say is the problem.
Go on, no, this is a...
Is it a quote from someone?
Let's sum it up there. Carl, shoot me.
People are living too long.
No, that's not a summary yet. Sum it up. I have one more go.
So-
This is the real one.
One more go.
It'll be something like, today's cure is tomorrow's headache. It's all right?
That's all right.
Because what I'm saying
All
there
right.
is,
Go on.
we can come up with stuff. We can come up with a tablet to get rid of headache. Tomorrow, your headache's gone. Your legs hurting.
So today's cure is actually tomorrow's leg ache. So today's cure is tomorrow's leg ache.
Yeah, but ages ago I said
on.
to you, don't solve problems,
Yeah.
because a problem solved is a problem caused.
I don't remember that quote.
No. He is crazy. So, he really likes the. It's almost like Carl knows that Ricky's going to ask him to try and come up with some saying. So now he's just kind of throwing sayings right and left right now, and they're like every single one of them. Everything he says, it's like you wait for it, and then he says something ridiculous every single time.
Medicine is the art or science of healing. And that doesn't always have to be a drug or a surgery. We mustn't just forget that some people don't need medicine, they just need help. For example, there are people that help disabled people have intercourse. There's someone that actually helps the man put in his penis to the woman's vagina. They leave the room. What?
I've never even heard of this.
It's true. Absolutely true. They're
Steve?
helpers.
Yeah, no, I believe that is the case.
Yeah. And that's just as needed as anything that might cure
Well,
their own.
it's not. That's pleasure.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Because you can't walk or move, that you can't love someone and want to share that love?
I'm just saying it's not a priority.
Well, no, but they're going to live. They're healthy apart from their disability. I've met someone. They want to consummate this love, and someone helps them out and goes, well, that's part of my job.
No, it's not part of the job.
Well, it
no one
is
would
part
take
of
the
this
job
job
on.
because that's their job.
I have never heard anyone say, I've had a right day today.
Why?
I've been playing with Arthur's tackle all day.
They don't play with Arthur's tackle. They pop Arthur's tackle in Hilda's vagina.
I don't think they do.
They do.
How can they enjoy that? I mean,
Don't
maybe
do it
once,
to enjoy it.
and they'd go, that didn't work, did it? I didn't enjoy that, Hilda. How can they
No.
enjoy it with a nurse stood there?
They
having to
don't.
do that?
No, they help her in. She helps Arthur in, or he might be a male nurse. Pops Arthur in. Goes, okay, Arthur. I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, goes outside.
But what's the point, though, in that?
Why?
Because it's all about the mood and everything. He's just stuck onto like a stag beetle clinging onto a leaf. There's no enjoyment in that.
Oh, the well-known stag beetle copulating with a leaf syndrome.
No, but I'm
That's
just
the
saying.
one-own position in the Kama Sutra.
I'm
No,
just
he
saying,
knows that. It's I think it's a lovely act, and someone's willing to. Wouldn't you help someone
Definitely
in?
not.
No. Well,
Definitely
so
not.
Definitely
no. Says
not.
a guy goes, oh, this is my wife. We're both say, well, I can't. Can you just pop me in, Carl? You're the only, you're the only person around.
No, I don't think it's important.
But there are
enough.
people.
What do you mean you don't think it's important enough?
I'd be happy to go round, put the washing on for them, make the bed. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, I'd love one. There you go. Oh, just before you go, forget it. If they asked me to do that, I'd quit. And I don't think it happens because people
It
wouldn't
does
take that on
happen.
for a job. You
It
never
does.
hear about it on Comic Relief when they're raising money. They don't go, thanks to Midland Bank for this $100,000. That's going to go towards Arthur getting his end away.
That's ridiculous. So you would rather them not have the pleasure of each other than just help them in.
No, because they'd work out some way that they could do something for each other. I like to play the guitar. My fingers aren't long enough. I've knocked it on the head. It's the same thing. If you can't do it, don't do it.
So are you telling me, right? Okay. Supposing there's a little fella who's got no arms, no legs, right?
Right?
Little Bob. Okay. There he is. All right, Carl. Right? He's got a friend, another little fella with no arms and no legs. All right, Carl. Right? They love each other. Two little fellas, two little dwarves with no arms and no legs. Okay. Lovely little fellas. I get married. Okay?
Carl, you can't put my my penis up my boyfriend's bottom, can you?
No, I
You
can't. No.
Why not? Why
No,
not?
do you need
Carl?
anything else doing?
No, I'm fine. Yeah,
No, it's weird how you can manage everything else.
Well, no.
I'm here to help you. Everything else seems to be sorted.
Well, just in the chair.
Why do you need help in this department?
Well, because he's over there and I'm here. And if you just pop me in and just
No,
leave
I'm
it
not
there.
doing that. It's not good for you. You've lost your arms and legs. You'll be losing that soon if you carry on sticking it up there.
I like how they gave Freddie Mercury a spot at the end, and I like that there was the return of the leg rubber in there. Boy, there was a couple moments there that really got me. There was a lot of the first half was a lot of interesting things. Some of the dialogue back and forth was really good. Lots of funny moments, and the second half was just it went off the rails. And there's some great stuff going on in this episode here. And I think Carl's right about a lot of it, and he's wrong about some of it too. But especially the machine. But yeah. Otherwise, really funny episode here, and probably be watching a few more of these here pretty soon, and getting them. We're getting pretty close to the end of the series 3 here, and I'm not going to be. I'm not much of a reactor when it comes to stuff. I don't really like that. But like I said, this is something that I just wish there was more of it out there. So I'm just kind of doing my part just to kind of get more exposure, hopefully, to it. But I do have plans for other TV series and things like that. Just list and discussions and things like that. But maybe I'll watch something else that is just worthwhile watching, just to kind of laugh along with, rather than watch as I'm not going to watch some drama movie because I don't like reacting to that. Where you have to force saying stuff about what you're thinking about what you're watching. But I do like having something that can like this. I think it's I think it's nice that it's out there, whether one person sees it or a couple hundred, who knows. But until the next one, I'll catch you then.